carpenter and
Right?
all the other things that you do.
Well, you can do that too.
Well, I tend to think I can too. I'm a
Yeah,
tomboy at
of
heart.
course.
So we have a couple things together. This though is a cordless inflator for things like the pool toys, the soccer balls, the basketballs, the bicycle tires, the wheelbarrow tires. And I just love that it's cordless. Whatever tire it is, you
Right,
know, you're
right.
not gonna have to find an outlet to be able to take care of the problem.
That's right. Anything you need to inflate, you have it right here. You don't need a cord, which is great. However, I do like to say, Kelly, that if you're like me, and sometimes when, you know, nothing's going wrong for a long time, right? I don't have to maybe use this for a while, and maybe I didn't charge it up. Don't worry, because you're going to get this, which is it's going to plug right into your car, right? And then it goes right into your caliber. Now, the nice thing about caliber is that they're making tools. We're trying to make sure that everybody can use them. Now, feel how lightweight that is.
Oh my gosh.
3.5 pounds, right? And
Shockingly.
really weighted nicely.
Yeah.
Recently in November, I took a month off and I went from Florida to New York. And we know what happens, right? Florida, hot, hot, hot. Cold, cold, cold up in New York, right? So I'm driving, and as I'm driving, I have one of those cars that says, you know, your tires. And that scares, I'm traveling with my puppy dog, and I'm like, oh gosh, because what's the thing that happens as a woman, especially, I'm thinking, where do I go?
Right.
Do I have quarters? Answer is no. Where is the tire inflator at the gas station? Is it going to be safe? Is it populated?
Right.
Is it going to work? All of those things now are completely eliminated from your mind.
I love
because
that.
you have this. Now, I love it when I go on a ride and I make sure that all of my tires are exactly the right pressure all
And
around.
that's one of the things this thing can do that
Yes.
surprised me, especially even when it was at $77.95.
That's right.
But it's $39.95. This is really just reduced and the lowest price ever. We have less than 300, by the way, in the blue. We have a little more than that in the gray. But yeah, you can. It shows you on the front or on the gauge
Yeah.
what the pressure should be, right?
Right, exactly. Let me just take you a little spin. Notice how it's compact, right? You have this wonderful bag that it all fits in, which is fantastic. You just keep it in your car. When you take this hose off, notice that you get 3 different tips, okay? So you get your inflator for all your pool floats, maybe a balloon. You get the needle, and then back here is that little adapter for the bicycle. You know those needles, those little thin needles?
Yes, yes.
That's what that's for.
Got
okay?
it.
So it all fits right here. Now, in the back, you can always find out how much battery life you have by pressing this. 3 lights, that means you're all batteried up, you are good to go. And it only takes a couple hours to charge it anyway. Now, when I turn this on, and by the way, let me just show you, this is on here. And when you turn it on, we all around the world, we have PSIs, pounds per square inch.
And it tells you
but
on the
all
tire.
different things. We have bar, and then we have all different amounts all around. Let's see, there's bar here, KPA, and kg. So if you were to take this to Europe or Asia, you'd be able to use it,
Oh,
right?
interesting.
So that's really cool. Okay, let me get it back to PSI, and let me show you how neat and wonderful this is.
You'll never overinflate anything.
Right. That's right, because you can set it to whatever pressure you want.
Right.
Okay, let's say we want to, our pool floats. Have you seen all the big pool floats at the beach now?
Yes.
And
Yeah,
don't
there's
you
some good
wonder,
ones.
like, how are they filling them with air? Well, they're doing it just like this. Now, I can just leave this be. I press the trigger, and there this is. And now I have my pool float all done, and there you go.
Fun can begin.
Okay, now we have the needle, and the needle is fantastic. Those of us have used it. If you don't get this right at a bike tire, I mean, this will wear you out,
Oh
right?
my gosh.
This will wear you out if you don't get it right in certain balls, too. I'm like, oh my gosh, how do I fill this up? Okay, so soccer is big. Have you been watching women's soccer?
I have.
Oh my gosh, so
So
good,
exciting, I
right?
know.
It's great. Okay, so let's fill this up. And you can see this takes no time at all. And there you go. And there's your soccer ball.
How about your car tires? I mean, any kind of tire, motorcycle tires, bicycle tires. There's nothing worse than I am so gonna go take a nice long bike ride and you're like, oh, I mean, yes, this is always an option, but it takes a lot of muscle.
Right.
It takes a lot of effort. Before you're done pumping up the tires, you're like, "No, I think I'm tired. I don't think I'm ready to,
Right.
I don't want to go on a bike ride anymore."
Exactly.
What others? Oh, so many other things. I'm going on a girls' trip next weekend to float down the springs.
There's a hole in it.
Oh, is there? Okay. Well, that doesn't help
will,
matters.
Yeah,
Is that
hey,
a balloon?
Nothing says a birthday party like this balloon is all I can tell you. Let me show you over here.
Our birthday's over, so I guess that's okay.
Okay, what I love about this is that, okay, you know, as a parent, you have a lot of stuff going on, right? Like coffee to drink. Let's start there. Okay, so you're gonna turn this on. You're gonna put it to the pressure that your tire is at, okay? And we are PSI, so you'll toggle to PSI. And then, let's see, it's gonna be at 18. All I have to do is I just press the button and I can walk away.
And it stops
And this,
when it gets to the number.
And yeah, as soon as that it gets to the 18 pounds per, square inch, there it goes. Now it's stopped. Now I can get in on my bike. I love it for the car, but I love this. This is great because we couldn't bring a car in here, obviously. I love it to show you in a wheelbarrow because look at how much weight we have on this wheelbarrow. Now, I'm gonna turn it on. You turn it on the middle button. You're gonna set whatever you want. Let's do 20. Let's say it's 20 here.
Okay.
All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna press this. No matter how much weight, so your car, remember, your car is heavy. This is just going to fill it up, and once it hits the right amount of weight, look at that. It is now up and ready to go. You don't have to remove any of your soil out of your wheelbarrow.
I mean,
perfect.
All of these things are, you'll use it is the point. I like that you can take it with you, keep it in your trunk, or keep it in, in the back seat or wherever. I was just saying that I'm going on a girls' trip next weekend. We're going to go
nice.
floating down the springs.
Oh,
the
yeah,
crystals,
yeah.
all the fun, cool things that you can do, but that requires a lot of air.
Right.
Everything does. All the pool toys.
Right.
When I was healing from my medical situation,
Yes.
I had a bunch of girlfriends come over, and one of them brought this big game. It was pool pong. So
Nice.
I didn't jump in the pool and play beer pong, but they did.
Right.
And I just sat and watched them, had so much fun. But
That's great.
it required something to blow that big thing up.
Do you remember passing out? Do you remember remember having to pass out blowing things up?
Oh, gosh.
Remember
yes.
it was like your turn and you have to put your mouth on that dirty valve. And it's like, oh, I'll go second because I don't want to go behind that person, right? You don't have to
funny.
do that anymore. This is so portable. This is the 12-volt lithium battery. And listen, if the battery doesn't work and you have this in your car, you just plug it into your car, right? So that is fantastic. You're going to get all the different adapters for the ball. You're going to have the ball needle like I have here. There you go. Now my football. All right, Darren, you ready? There you go. All right, that was kind of a bad joke.
one-handed.
Yeah, right.
Such a stud.
You're gonna get your pool float adapter. This goes into any of the things, and also if you have a balloon that doesn't have a hole in it, you'd be able to blow the balloon up, right? So that's really helpful. So this is
You're
great.
so
And
funny.
listen, soccer, I have been loving soccer. The kids have been loving soccer too. Oh my gosh. But this is great. There's nothing worse than you want to play a sport and then guess what happens?
It's just even a little deflated. Like a basketball, forget it. It's not,
Right.
It's not the same. You just move on. This, by the way, if you did for some reason want to get two, maybe one as a gift for the holidays, keep one. For whatever reason, if you wanted two, you would already, at that point, qualify for free shipping because this is a clearance event, which means, by the way, it's not an all sales final. That's not what HSN does. We still give you the regular 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee on all products, clearance priced or not. And we also have this on that flex pay plan. So if you wanted to get this, gosh, it's on 3 flex, making it $13.32 with an HSN card. You can add another flex, it would be under $10. They really are good gifts.
I get a lot of nails, and the nails and screws in this town, I've had 3 flat tires, and I did need to replace it. I needed to do like a $10 patch.
Yeah.
try not, unless it's flat, flat, flat,
just
try
gonna
not to
ask
use
about
this,
this.
because if you use this instead of just air, and it's just a little patch, it'll ruin your whole tire.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
I mean, it'll do the trick for a minute, but then you can't get the patch. So I always say, see if you can like put the air in your tire.
Rechargeable, 12-volt
Yep.
battery, rechargeable even in the car. So yeah, you'll always have air to pump up all the fun toys and all the other things that we rely on, especially our car tires.
Caliber. We're making it so that everybody can use it.
Yeah.
Love them.
We are about 12 minutes away from our next look at the Today Special, which has been wildly popular. We've been so on hold tonight. I apologize if you've not been able to get through quickly. But stay with us. It's coming up. There it is. These are the Presto plugs. They're the deluxe power outlet relocators. They have a 4-foot cord, so you can go from maybe a plug that's behind your bed or your sofa and move it over 4 feet and up. You can put that new plug wherever you want it. You get 4, in fact, because you're getting 2, you're gonna have 4